Pablo wants to create his own home studio, a place to live and work. A versatile and flexible space where he could balance his profession and hobbies with his need for privacy. Pablo is an illustrator who specializes in animation films and concept art for video games, as well as drawing comics for side projects. He has quite an eclectic taste, so mixing styles is part of his identity, and we try to reflect that in the home. My name is Guillermo, I'm an architect and interior designer.
My name is Pablo, I live here with my cat Lomo. I've been living here for a year and a half.
We're actually brothers and work together to renovate this flat. This flat is located in the center of Valencia, specifically in the Botanic District, named after the botanic gardens nearby. It's a district developed during the city's expansion, featuring buildings dating from the 1900s situated next to the iconic towers of the Coa. The building dates from the 1900s and has always been residential. It has 4 stories and no lift. It's a typical local building with 2 flats per floor, occupied by long-standing residents. When we first viewed the flat, the ceilings were much lower, at just 2.5 meters. The floors were covered in ceramic tiles, with a different design in every room. Everything seemed haphazard and poorly organized.
The design of my home was an ongoing dialogue with the architect, Adrián, and my brother Guillermo. I asked for a lively, eclectic home, far removed from strict minimalism, where the library would take center stage and warm colors would complement the plants.
The hallway ran the length of the flat, with the 3 bedrooms of one side. The kitchen and bathroom were squeezed into the corner of the inner wall, leaving very little space for the living area. We decided to start from scratch. All the partitions walls were knocked down, taking into account only technical limitations. The main addition was the open-top bookcase unit that acts as a link between the entrance and the different areas of the house, housing the concealed bathroom within it. The new kitchen and living room is in the bright open-plan part of the apartment. And finally, there is a studio and a bedroom. The constraints of the small space meant he had to work with movable elements that would allow him to vary the layout of the rooms, as well as the levels of privacy they offered.
Let's play a game. It's hot here, in all the right ways. A little crazy, again, in all the right ways, but also sleek and sophisticated at the same time. And here, people know how to do small footprint living better than anyone. Have you got it yet? Check out how designers Hunwai and Olivia Lee transformed their Zen speak-easy apartment with stylish and clever camping gear. Get inspired by a brand of design that's unburdened by legacy and carving out its own language and identity. Take a tour of 3 very different apartments, one on wheels, one that conjures a balcony out of thin air, and another that embraces all of its awkward angles, and salivate over some comfortable furniture inspired by sugary sweet treats. Learn what fruitful living looks like for Des Chu and his team at 3D Concept Work. Marvel at the mystic world of wolf sloth. And while you're at it, take a trip to hell. Singapore, you saucy minx, you've got it all. Get your copy now.
As soon as you walk in, you are greeted by the bespoke shelving unit. There is a bench where you can sit down and take off your shoes and stow them under the seat. Above the bench are coat hooks, and behind the paneling is the electric box and router. Poplar plywood was chosen for the bookcase, a relatively inexpensive wood that made it possible to design a large-scale structure with a complex geometry without breaking the budget. This same material was used consistently in other parts of the house, such as the frames of the sliding doors and all the tabletops. The bookshelf runs the length of the house. It adapts in shape and depth along its length to conceal the bathroom. The living dining room is in the brightest area of the apartment, thanks to the large window looking over the inner courtyard. This space also houses Pablo's personal gallery of paintings, most of which are traded with other artists. We add special light fixtures designed to highlight them. On the ceiling there is a painting by our mother, Elena. It is painting on both sides, designed to be flipped with the changing of the seasons. To illuminate the painting, a bespoke light fixture was commissioned from the design studio Deluxe. The television is partially concealed next to the pillar and can be moved so it can be viewed from the sofa, the table or the kitchen. When Pablo wants to watch a movie or when he has friends over, he uses a projector which he projects onto a large screen, hidden behind the red ceiling beam. We designed a versatile extendable plywood table made from the leftover of the bookcase, functioning as both a desk and dining table that sits up to 8. The morning sunlight makes it Pablo's favorite spot to have breakfast, drink coffee and practice drawing. In the kitchen, we dropped the ceiling to 2.6 meters to conceal utilities like the extractor fan, the air conditioning unit and the ductwork. It's also where the boiler is located. The drop ceiling also helps to zone the kitchen and the studio area. We add a curve to the corner to create more fluid transition between spaces. The kitchen is equipped with built-in fridge, dishwasher and washing machine, as well as an oven and microwave. We chose red tones for the kitchen and the original beams. It creates a nice contrast with the white walls in the apartment and the white of the kitchen island. We integrate a 3-burner induction hob by cooking surface directly into the worktop. Without a traditional hob taking up most of the counter space, the countertop can be used to do other tasks, like play table games. The studio is an important part of the home, as it is where Pablo spends a lot of his time, so it required a great deal of flexibility. 3 glass doors allows the studio to be separated from the corridor or the entrance. This design lets Pablo adjust his level of privacy while maintaining visual connection with the rest of the house. We designed the sink area also to connect to the studio, so Pablo can use it for cleaning paintbrushes and other art supplies. The studio contains 2 tables. One is dedicated to traditional hand drawing, while the other is for digital work. The studio has a single fold-out sofa from Cape Home, which serves as both an armchair and a guest bed. The studio features a ceramic floor, which we discovered as the original flooring during the renovation. We restored it to respect the building history. The bathroom is a space hidden from view behind the shelving unit. At the top, we use an acrylic panel to allow light from the living room to filter through. At night, from both sides, this creates the sensation of beautiful lightbox. Inside, Pablo wants a more brutalist style, so we finished the floor, walls, bespoke wash basin and shower in grey maker's cement.
I like the idea of contrasting the brutalist aesthetic by letting plants hang down from the ceiling. The plants make the most of their natural light and draw their nourishment directly from the moisture and steam generated by the shower.
It feels quite magical. The bedroom is designed to emphasize the overall continuity of this small apartment. This is why a large floor-to-ceiling pivot door was required, to allow the space to flow and feel open. The wardrobe is an extension of the box that contains the studio. The rest of the storage is under the bed, which is the more modern from IKEA. It allows quick access to the rest of Pablo's belongings. The bedroom features original geometric ceramic floors that were discovered during the demolition and have been preserved to respect the building's 1900s history. The bedroom, with its high ceiling, restored floor and large window opening onto the balcony, creates a peaceful space overlooking the street, where Pablo occasionally sits to eat or have coffee with his cat. In Valencia, there are so many old homes with a lot of potential to be improved. And it's a fun challenge to work with the heritage details of other buildings. When I'm designing a small home, my approach is to get to know my client's habits as much as I can. In this case, Pablo is my brother, so it made it easier to create this space that is tailored to him.
Sign up to our newsletter for subscriber-only content and exclusive offers. Visit nevertoosmall.com/subscribe.